Hello, everybody. I'm Grant Fluff from Fletcher Sports Zone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on YouTube. Week 17 action of the 2021-22 NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and New England Patriots from Gillette Stadium. The Jaguars are coming into this game an abysmal, and I mean abysmal, 2-13 record. They currently hold the number one pick in the 2022 draft. New England Patriots coming in 9-6, second in the AFC East, but with a loss and a Dolphin win would drop not only to third place in the AFC East, but seventh in the AFC divisions, basically meaning, or in the conference rather, meaning they're hanging off a deal life in their playoff spot. New England favored to win today by 14.5. I have the Patriots winning 35-17. But before we get to kickoff, we do have some game notes to look at here. So no James Robinson today for the Jaguars towards Achilles last week against the Jets, so he will be inactive. So it will be Dare Ogbuali again, the carry primarily for the Jaguars. Racquel Armstead's back, it looks like, on the active roster, which is nice. Obviously, Travis Etienne's out the whole year. Now James Robinson out the whole year as well. Also, Carlos Hyde placed on IR, so there is no Carlos Hyde today for the Jaguars either. I want to quickly take a look at the Jaguars receivers. No DJ Chark. Obviously, he's been out for quite a while. Marvin Jones will be the wide receiver one. For tight ends for Jacksonville, James O'Shaughnessy's inactive today, so instead of giving Tim Tebow another call, it'll be Luke Farrell being the third-string tight end here, and Kahal Wiggin called up to the active roster as well. Jaguars also signed right guard DJ Fluker to the practice squad this past Thursday. As for the Patriots, this is, it's a battle for the rookie QBs, Trevor Lawrence versus Mac Jones. Hunter Henry, I'm expecting he's going to get one of the more targets today. Kendrick Bourne, I'm expecting he's going to keep on doing what he does well. And obviously, this goes without saying. This is going to be a very interesting game for me. This is my favorite team against my hometown team. Patriots, the hometown team. Jaguars, my favorite team. And we'll see what happens today. As a New England native, I wouldn't mind seeing the Patriots win, kind of clinch up that playoff spot today. Obviously, if the Jaguars lose, they continue to get the number one pick in the draft, barring a Lion win. So, even though I'm a Jaguars fan, I think I'm slightly rooting for New England today. I'm going to be honest. But anyway, here's a touchback from Jake Bailey, and we are underway from Gillette. What's up, Hayden? Thanks for stopping by. That's right, big game for the Patriots. With a Bill loss, they leapfrog back up as number one in the AFC East. With a Patriot loss and a Dolphin win, they go bump down to third. The Patriots play the Dolphins next week. Maybe another game I may potentially commentate. I mean, what a game that one's going to be. All right, but we will begin with the Jaguars offense. So touchback, Jacksonville gets it out at the 25. Lawrence first and 10 in shotgun formation. Lawrence will take the snap, and they fake the inside handoff. They dump it over to the left, and a gain of 7 brought down by Kyle Duggar. That is Farrell on the reception. And like I said, Farrell's going to be getting quite a bit of targets today now that James O'Shaughnessy is inactive. Take a look at Lawrence. About 158 pass attempts since his last passing touchdown. He has not got a passing touchdown in the last 4 games. This Jaguar offense even won. One of their 2 wins this season came against Buffalo, in which he didn't even score a touchdown in that one either. It was a 9-6 final. That was also the last time the Jaguars have won this year. They will put Tavon Austin in motion. Second down, 3. Lawrence with the pressure, and it's Dante Hightower with the sack. And, well, you gain 7 yards, you lose the 7 yards. That has been equivalent to how the Jaguars have played this season. Line just can't stop Dante Hightower. Bull rush up the middle. The left guard doesn't pick him up, and that's a sack for the 9-year veteran, Dante Hightower. So it'll be a loss of, looks like it's going to be a loss of 9. They're now at 12. And by the way, Lawrence, he has now been officially sacked once in every game this season. Don't worry, Blake Bortles and Gardner Minshew also got that treatment. Lawrence takes the snap as the play clock expires, guns it down the middle to the 32, and he is brought down there. That is going to be number 18 on the catch. I think that's Laquan Treadwell. It is, but it will be a 4th down, about 3 coming up here for Jacksonville. And we will see a Logan Cook punt who, although he was in the running, did not end up making the Pro Bowl. Wait a minute, what? Oh, I just realized. For the Jaguars practice squad, Logan Cook has gotten COVID. So we have the former Packer, J.K. Scott, out to punt. Oh, this is interesting. And his first punt as a Jaguar lands at the 30, where Gunnar Olszewski will fair catch it. How about that? Logan Cook inactive due to COVID protocols. J.K. Scott, again, this is former Packers punter, getting some action today for the Jaguars. How about that? So Jaguars not only sign DJ Fluker and quarterback Danny Etling, they also get J.K. Scott. So the Jaguars making 3 transactions this week. Here's Jones play action on 1st and 10, and he will lob it in a gain of 7 for Jacoby Myers. Again, Jacoby Myers really latching on to that one career touchdown. Happened back in the Browns game about 5 or 6 weeks ago. Take a look at the Patriots offense. Damian Harris back in the lineup after missing last week's game. And again, Hunter Henry expected to get a lot of targets along with Jonnu Smith. Of course, Bourne and Myers there. Aguilar, I think Aguilar's off the COVID list. Hopefully he's back. If he's not, N'Keal Harry will be in his place. Inside handoff to Harris, and they needed 2, got 4 first down for the Patriots. There's running that one up the gut. Take a look at Jacksonville's defense. Well, I mean, good news for that defensive line. They do get Malcolm Brown off the COVID list back. Jaleel Ward's done a nice job switching to outside linebacker along with Josh Allen. Cornerback Tyson Campbell and safety CISO. They have been some very nice rookies for Jacksonville this year. I mean, Andrew Wingard out due to COVID protocols. That, as much as I hate to say it, is good news for the Jaguars. One of the slowest safeties in the NFL, in my opinion. And they also lost safety Rashawn Jenkins for the year, which is unfortunate. They're going to dump it over to the left. That one's caught and brought out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Making the catch there is Wilkerson. Yes, Christian Wilkerson. Again, the catch there, number 17. Campbell just missed the tackle there, but Trey Herndon and company able to push him out of bounds after a gain of 7. So it'll be 2nd down and 3. Putting Myers in motions. Handoff goes. Harris hit by Miles Jack. And it's a 1-yard gain for Harris, but a late flag flies. Of course, the last time these two teams played at Gillette Stadium, Miles Jack, oh boy, was he a story of that game. Adrian Hill, our referee, 3rd season as officially calls holding against the Patriots on the fullback Jacob Johnson. Obviously, the last time the two teams played at Gillette Stadium, it was the 2017 AFC Championship game where Tom Brady came back in the 4th quarter against Jacksonville, and Patriots ended up winning that game 24-20 after a Blake Bortles pass intent for D.D. Westbrook on 4th and 14 was swatted away by Stephon Gilmore. But, well, I'll tell you one thing. 3 seasons later, these two teams are looking incredibly different. Or actually, rather, this will be 4 years in 3 weeks. 4 weeks would be 4-year anniversary for that game, as Harris will dump it over, and he will get a few. Push that bounce by Miles Jack, but obviously, you're a Jaguar fan or even a Patriot fan, you've definitely heard of hashtag Miles Jack wasn't down. And Miles Jack forced a fumble on Dion Lewis early in the 4th quarter in that AFC Championship game. But it was all for naught. Would have been a touchdown, but the referees down Jack at around the 30. Jaguars didn't score that drive, and Patriots came back. 3rd and 1 for Jones. He will step back, and that one's caught at the 43 as Jacoby Myers, brought down by Chris Claybrooks on a first down. Claybrooks is really getting a shot here on defense today. Of course, with a couple of safeties out. Second-year corner, primarily used on special teams duties. So good to see him get a tackle there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots at the 44. And they'll put Ochensky in motion. Inside handoff Harris, up the middle it goes. And this is just a very typical Patriot drive. 1-yard run, 2nd down and 9. You force the 3 and out on defense, and you are going to have a pretty conservative offensive game plan. Run the ball, let Jones throw short. That's what Jones has been doing. Jones, by the way, is 4 for 4. As you have the 2nd down and 9 coming up. And Eric Bevel, the interim head coach, replacing Urban Meyer's horrific tenure. However, he is 0 for 2, losing to the Texans and Jets, 2 of the worst teams in football. So going to Gillette is not going to be an easy task, as Harris with another run up the middle. He will pick up about 3, and it will be 3rd down and 6 coming up, maybe 3rd and 5, depending on where they mark it, and they will mark it 3rd down and 5. A little score update for you. The Raiders have a 7-0 lead over the Colts. That game definitely means a lot to this one for the Patriots and the Titans. So, basically, if you're a Patriot fan, the 2 teams you really want to focus on right now are, Raiders, Colts, and Dolphins, Titans, and I guess the Bills game as well. You're a Jaguar fan, you just want to make sure that the Jets, Texans, and Lions continue to lose if you want them to get the number 1 pick again. 3rd and 5, Jones will throw, and wide open was Myers, and Jacoby Myers is down at the 23 by Wilson. This was wide open Myers, a little route, and that is easy for the receivers. Able to create separation from the outside linebacker and just able to fall forward past the 25. Good pump fake by Jones as well. And Jacoby Myers is going to pick up the easy yardage on 3rd down 5. Myers 3 catches, 28 yards on this drive. And I guess another good news here for the Patriots. The Falcons just got a safety. They lead the Bills 2-0. I'll kind of keep you guys updated. Now that we're deep in the playoff race, I'll kind of keep you guys updated on all the important scores throughout the day. As here is Stevenson with the run. Stevenson with the truck down to the 8 before he is brought down by Ward. There's Ramondre Stevenson, the rookie out of Alabama, with his first carry, and he gets about 12. What blocking by Shaq Mason and Trent Brown especially. Able to get Claybrooks out of the way. David Andrews doing a nice job guarding Taven Bryan there. We'll see what happens. Looks like Adam Gase and Bill O'Brien become Jaguars coach and GM. I would not be a fan of them anymore if that happened. First and goal at the 9. Pitch, Harris takes it to the left, now cuts up the middle, and this is what's been hurting Jacksonville all year. Atrocious tackling. This one's down to the 2. It'll be 2nd and goal. Missed tackle after missed tackle. It has been the Jaguars' status quo since basically 2019. When a running back can get a yard, let him gain 4. And that one went for about 6 for Harris. Trying line protects Mac Jones well, absolutely. Yeah, Jones should start throwing. I do agree. We have a 2nd and goal. Perfect chance to throw a play action touchdown, but instead they go up the middle with Harris, and he's close. And referee signals touchdown from the right-hand side, and the Patriots get the 3 and out on defense, cap off the 11-play drive with a 2-yard rushing touchdown for Damian Harris, 13th of the year. 4th straight game with a touchdown. He had 3 last week against the Bills, and he's now got 4 in 2 games. Well, I guess now. 4-4 games. He's been doing a nice job. All right, so Harris scored 7-0 New England. I guess I'll just update the score in the chat as the extra point is good by Nick Folk. Folk was questionable heading in with the leg injury, but the rookie out of Michigan, Quinn Nordin, he ain't playing today. It is Nick Folk, and it is 7-0 New England. 5:49 to go, first quarter. Oh, my goodness. I mean, that's just typical Patriots offense right there. All right, well, I guess now we'll switch to red zone, I guess, for the commercial breaks. We'll switch it to red zone. You never know. There's never too much football. But, just taking a quick look at the Eagles football team game here. It looked like Devontae Smith got a long reception from Jalen Hurts, but right now it's a 4th and 2. That was earlier on in the drive. It's 4th and 2. Ball placed at the 24 for Jalen Hurts. Well, Eagles will pass up on the points earlier. Of course, the Eagles did beat the football team 2 weeks ago, so perhaps maybe an easier game for them. It's an inside handoff, and oh my, Washington's defense holds. Yeah, going absolutely nowhere on that one was Jordan Howard. All right, so Washington forces a 4th down turnover on downs. Nice. Good. I want Washington to win that game, even though I picked Philly. Well, how about Washington last week, though? I mean, you want to talk about an utter embarrassment. Losing 56-14 to the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. I have never been so uninterested in a game. I remember it was 14-0, and I basically just turned the game off because I knew the Cowboys were going to win. And that was an understatement. They didn't just win, they demolished. So yeah, Falcons up 2-0 over the Bills. Football team up 7-0 over the Eagles. Dolphins Titans 0-0. Chiefs Bengals 0-0. I guess that would be the game of the day. Chiefs Bengals got the 1 seed and the 3rd seed in the AFC going at it. The playoffs ended today. Well, before today, the Patriots would have played the Bengals in the first round of the playoffs. Anyway, the Bears beat the Giants 7-0. Yep, the Jets are beating the Buccaneers 7-0. Braxton Berrios scored a touchdown in that one, former Patriot. Raiders still up 7-0 over the Colts, and the Ravens and Rams are still scoreless. 4 o'clock windows looking like Texans 49ers, Broncos Chargers, Panthers Saints, Lions Seahawks, and Cardinals Cowboys. I think I should have commentated Red Zone today. I probably would have commentated Red Zone today if I'm being completely honest with you, but Jaguars and Patriots. When it's your hometown team against your favorite team, it's kind of hard to pass up broadcasting games like this, even if one is basically, if they win, they're in the playoffs, and the other one's just 2 wins, 13 losses. But this is what it is, and hopefully Clay Brooks brings the ball out to around the 23. Let's hope that the Jaguars can at least make this game competitive. I mean, my final score for this one was 35-17 Patriots. I don't think that's necessarily an awful prediction, but at the same time, Jacksonville inexplicably plays tough in games that they're about to lose. I mean, come on, they beat the Bills and the Dolphins for crying out loud. They just play horrendous. I guess other than the Rams game, that was a true game. They were projected to get destroyed, and they did get destroyed. But really, Jacksonville, they play a lot of close games. You just wouldn't really tell as Duggar gets a tackle brought down. All right, yeah, Duggar tackled Ogbawali, and it'll be 2nd down, 7 coming up. Van Noy, though, pushed to the ground. How about that? Yeah, for Jacksonville, though, tight end position's been rough all year. No O'Shaughnessy today, like I mentioned. They also don't even have Dan Arnold. He was the player that they acquired in the C.J. Henderson trade as they fake it to Ogbawali. Lawrence is going to throw and dropped interception by Jerome Bentley, but it'll be 3rd down and 6. Lawrence, man, gotta polish up those mistakes as Dietrich Wise's face. Chris Manhertz, the intended target, I guess the only tight end. It's basically just him and Farrell, and he slipped on his route thanks to the brisk rain, and nearly picked off by Joel Bentley. 48 degrees at kickoff. Let's see if that'll get worse as the afternoon goes on. 3rd and 6, Lawrence in empty backfield. Lawrence under pressure. He's going to run. He's got the first and then some. And Lawrence slides down at the 44. On a nice run by Trevor Lawrence. That's one thing he can do. He uses his legs. He's not the most athletic quarterback in the world, obviously, but he does have pretty strong pocket presence, and he's not afraid to run either. As you see there, just found the open hole in the left lane and just took off for about 12 yards. More than enough for a first down. Now at the 44, Lawrence will put his mouth guard back in, ready to take the snap. Obawale will be set up to the right as receiver. Lawrence takes the snap, low snap. Lawrence waits, chucks one up downfield, and this is going to be, Mills and Treadwell are fighting for it. It's going to be a catch for Laquan Treadwell. What a fantastic throw. He went number 1 overall for a reason, and wow, somehow able to fit it in between Antonio Bryant and Jalen Mills. Not Antonio Bryant, Miles Bryant. But what a throw. Handoff goes to Obawale, making a 2nd down and 6. Whew. When I say that may have been the best throw Trevor Lawrence has thrown all year, I don't think that's an understatement. That was fantastic throw to Treadwell. Had to be at least 30 yards on that one. I think it was around roughly 32, 33 yards. Wow. Yo, what's up? Thank you for stopping by. Wally in motion. They're going to toss it over to Laviska Shenault, and he'll be brought down to 12, where it will be 3rd down and about 3 or 4. Coming up here for Jacksonville, Laviska Shenault had a very good rookie year, but this year hasn't done great in previous weeks. We'll see how he manages to go the rest of the way this season. But he's looked all right, I guess, this year, but definitely not as good as last year. In shotgun is Lawrence. 3rd down and 3. Low snap. And chucks one up for the end zone. He overthrew Marvin Jones. So that one's incomplete. 4th and 3 coming up. Oh, what's up, Billy? How's it going? Yeah, I was like, won't exactly who you were. But yeah, no, I remember you, man. I hope you're doing well. And here's 4th and 3, and we're ready to see Matthew Wright for the 29-yard field goal. You see, this is where I would just go for it. It's a 29-yard field goal. You're playing the Patriots. You can't afford to be kicking field goals. Here it is, 29-yard attempt for the 2nd-year kicker, Matthew Wright. Good snap, good hold, and he makes it. 7-3. Field goal's good. All right. Got this game. Oh, I got the Patriots winning this game. Jaguars may be my favorite team, but when they're 2-13, that don't matter. I never pick the Jaguars to win any games. Well, I picked them to beat the Dolphins, and they did. But yeah, I don't. My expectations are low as a fan for this year and probably for next year. Jaguars may be good in 2024, the earliest. I mean, unless they do what the Bengals did, they're going to be bad for a couple more years. And the Patriots, I mean, they win today. They're basically in the playoffs. I mean, with the Colts loss and the Dolphins loss, and, they'll need help. But essentially a win today all but clinches them a spot unless they lose to Miami next week, and then just like 4 or 5 different tiebreakers happen, which would not happen likely. So, yeah. Matthew Wright made a 29-yard field goal, 7-3 here. And Chiefs take a 7-0 lead over the Bengals. And Mike Glennon's first pass attempt was an interception. The Bears now lead the Giants 14-0. And the Bucs tied against the Jets at 7. How funny. Mike Glennon. The Bears were the only team that gave Mike Glennon a shot. And what do you know? Plays against his former team and throws an interception, which is funny. Because they threw $15 million a year at him just to move on to Mitchell Trubisky. My goodness. They put us in a good spot for sure. Yeah. Oh, and there it is. Images from the 2017 AFC Championship game. Thanks a lot, CBS. I cried that day. Most painful moment as a sports fan right there. Well, it's right up there with the Bruins losing to the Blues in the Stanley Cup Finals. I don't know which one was more heartbreaking for me. But we'll see. What's up, Isaac? Thanks for tuning in. That's right. Isaac's going to invited me to come on Florida teams today. I really appreciate that. I'll be doing a post-game show of this game on there, so that'll be fun. Maybe these next 2 teams that Pets will go all the way. We'll see. I mean, I would want a Patriots-Buccaneers Super Bowl. That would be insanity. But, yeah, again, make sure you go check out Florida FL teams on YouTube. And, I'll be doing a post-game review of this game. So go check it out. Patriots get it out to 34 off the kickoff. Yeah, I noticed that the Dolphins-Titans was still scoreless. I don't know. I mean, obviously, Patriot fans want the Titans to win. I want the Dolphins to win because I would much rather see the Colts win the division than the Titans. But, yeah. All right. Against Brady would be legendary. Absolutely. I mean, considering how close it was the first time around, it would be fun to watch. Here's Wilkerson again, and he will get 9 off of his second reception. Christian Wilkerson, second-year receiver. I think he was on the Ravens practice squad last year, if I'm not mistaken. He's got 2 catches, 416 so far. I mean, give him a shot. So I guess with Wilkerson getting so many snaps, I guess that must mean Aguilar is still inactive. Bourne and Myers ready to go for today, though. 2nd down and 1. Here is Jones under center. Put Wilkerson in motion. Handoff goes. Harris up the middle. And a first down to the 48. That is true. The Colts are losing. That is true. Titans can win the division with either a win or a Colts loss. Tennessee did sweep Indianapolis, so that's what the AFC South's looking like. And the Jaguars are stuck in the mud. They're going to finish in last, regardless of whatever happens with the Texans, as Houston won both tiebreakers. So Jacksonville's stuck in last in the South. And the Jets also had the tiebreaker over Jacksonville, so basically, Jaguars will finish as the worst team in the AFC this year, or second year in a row. And here's a little end around. Kendrick Bourne with a nice little end around here. Got 9 before he's brought down by Josh Allen. And Jacksonville will, or rather New England will have to get one more playoff before the end of the quarter. But Josh Allen, kind of sad he missed the Pro Bowl this year. Very impressive player, Josh Allen. Also win the division, but the Pats have a better chance against them. Yeah, that is true. Patriots did play abysmal in the first half of that game. If they just polished up near the end of the first half there, Patriots probably beat the Colts a couple weeks ago. We'll see. 2nd down and 1. Handoff goes to Jones, and That'll be a gain of 3. First down, New England, and ball spotted at the 39 as we officially are at the end of the first quarter. Dante Hightower's got a sack. Damian Harris has a touchdown. Matthew Wright has a field goal. 7-3 Patriots. They're moving. We're at the end of one. Oh, and a Happy New Year, everybody. First broadcast of 2022. I uploaded my my best calls from 2021 in a video a couple days ago. So go check that out if you haven't yet. But yeah, basically it was just me going back and just like screen recording like what I felt were my best calls from last year. Like we have a bunch of stuff from the Bruins last season and this season. We had a lot of football stuff from this season. A lot of stuff from the MLB playoffs, the Field of Dreams game, all that good stuff. So make sure you go check it out if you haven't already. The Bills now take the lead over the Falcons, 6-2. That's such a weird score. Unless the Bills just scored and they're still waiting for the extra point. And Tyler Bass. Oh yeah, Josh Allen scored a touchdown, rushing touchdown. Yeah, it looked like they missed the extra point. That's crazy. So that game is literally 6-2. Crazy. Ravens up 7-0 over the Rams. Of course, the Ravens will leapfrog the Dolphins if the Dolphins lose and the Ravens win, although Miami has a tiebreaker. I just want the Ravens to lose. I wouldn't mind seeing the Dolphins lose either. And then I would want the Chargers to win. They can be the 7 seed because that would be fun. Chargers and who would be the 2nd seed right now? Titans. Chargers, Titans. That would be a good game. Chargers, Titans would be cool. If the play set today, we'd be getting Patriots, Bengals. That would be another good matchup. I feel like this is the Ravens would have made the playoffs if they had Lamar Jackson all year, but I'm not the biggest fan of Baltimore, so I would be okay if they missed out, and then I would also be okay if the Steelers missed out, and the Broncos. I don't like them that much. All right. Second quarter about to get underway, and random fact of the day, we have Ryan Fitzpatrick is on the Jacksonville Jaguars. No, I'm just kidding. That's CJ Beathard with a massive beard. Well, shout out to CJ Beathard at least. Really growing that one out. There's a little handoff to the left, and Stevenson's brought down by Miles Jack after a gain of 9. So, little first quarter statistics for you. Patriots had 7 first downs compared to Jacksonville's 2. New England over 9 minutes of possession. Jacksonville over 5. And Stevenson with a nice run and a gain of 9 before Miles Jack brought him down as well with the help of Daniel Thompson or Thomas. Yeah, Thomas has been all right safety. I mean, considering he's a rookie, he hasn't been terrible. He's impressed me. I mean, anyone would impress me over Andrew Wingard anyway, but here's a 2nd and 1. Stevenson, a little stiff arm to Claybrooks, and Claybrooks, along with Allen and company, will bring him out of bounds after a gain of 4, but another first down for Stevenson. Take a look at the Ravens touchdown. It was a pick 6 by Chuck Clark, 17 yards. And Matthew Stafford, how about this? 4 interceptions in 2 games for Matthew Stafford. That's not good for the Ravens. Baltimore having the tiebreaker over the Chargers are the top team in the hunt. But the Raiders have the tiebreaker over the Ravens, so they got to be careful. Here is a pitch to Harris, and he will shut out of bounds after a loss of a yard. Tyrone Campbell with the tackle. Tyrone Campbell, rookie corner out of Georgia. I'm sure he was happy with the Bulldogs' performance over the weekend. Absolutely throttling Michigan at Hard Rock Stadium. So, yeah, Georgia versus Alabama will be the bowl game for this year. or the national championship game, rather. Which is, it's pretty cool. I'll be rooting for Georgia. Here's a 2nd and 10. Jones steps back, throws, and caught. This is Hunter Henry down to the 6. So another first down for the Patriots, and they are just having their way with the Jacksonville defense right here. I mean, this is a good catch by Henry. Nice catch out of the flat. And, again, really not using Jonnu Smith to their advantage. By the way, most receiving touchdowns through Week 16. Hunter Henry is tied with Mark Andrews and Dawson Knox with 9 for the league lead. Jones, by the way, you have to throw a completion. He's 7 for 7 for 73. Here's the handoff to the right. Harris busted up the middle, and Harris, 5 touchdowns in 2 weeks. He's playing unreal, and the Patriots cap off 9-play, 66-yard drive. 4-yard run by Harris. New England up by 2 possessions. I mean, what else is new? Jaguars defense, it hasn't been fixed since 2018. Different game, same story. Folk makes the extra point, 14-3. I mean, really, it's copy and paste from seasons past. This run defense for the Jaguars might as well be the worst in the league if it ain't already. It's atrocious. Did you not see that 50-plus yard rushing touchdown they allowed to Zach Wilson last week? Case in point. And now CBS is going to throw me a Trevor Lawrence Subway commercial when we're losing. Oh, my God. CBS, don't do this to me. They're going to show me a gosh darn Trevor Lawrence eating out of a sub. Focus on learning the playbook and not making money. Got it? Sad. And the Bruins are on. Oh, yeah, that's right. They are on. They're playing Detroit. Is it 1-1? Yeah, 1-1. All right. Well, Bruins won yesterday, so I guess I can't really complain. But they got Detroit today. Allmark was in that yesterday, so I'm assuming Swayman's in today. Hopefully the Bruins can win that one. I'll probably do a live reaction for the Bruins during halftime or something. It's just this team drives me crazy. The Jaguars. And then, of course, the Jaguars losing 14-3. What are we going to do? We're going to throw a Trevor Lawrence commercial. Really? That'll make me more happy. All right, just turn into the red zone real quickly. It's pretty muggy out here in New England. It's also pretty muggy out there in Nashville, Tennessee. 4th and 1 for the Titans. They're going to go for it. Ball placed at the 15. Tannehill QB sneak, and it looks like he's going to get the first down. And now 47-yard attempt for Daniel Carlson. In the Raiders-Colts game, good snap, good hold. He made that one. Okay, so Raiders now up 10-3 over the Colts, and the Dolphins are couldn't stop the 4th and 1, and now Tennessee in the red zone. So we'll see what happens there. $12:02 to go, just in that commercial break here at Gillette Stadium, however. 14-3 Patriots. We're ready to see the kickoff by Jake Bailey. Well, of course, at the 35 and the kickoff, this one will be returned inside the 5 and to the 20. He is brought down at the 22. Good tackle there by the former Jaguar, Corey Davis, as Chris Claybrooks got the return. Damian Harris, most rushing touchdowns this season, tied for James Conner 14. We're second most in the league. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor leading the league with 17. I'm sure Derrick Henry would be on that list if he didn't get injured either. And how about this? Cam Akers for the Rams and Derrick Henry for the Titans, both projected to come back for their respective teams for the playoffs. There's some long-term injuries coming to an end there. Here's the inside handoff, and Obawale will get a yard brought down by Lawrence Guy. And it looked like Bentley was also there, making it 2nd down and 9 for Jacksonville. Jacksonville's got to stay with them. I mean, like I said, I'm saying, you have to stay close to the Patriots, but then I criticize them for kicking a 29-yard field goal. It's tough, but in situations like that, you have to go for the touchdown. I mean, I understand if it's like 4th and 10 at like the 40 and you want to kick a field goal, that's fine. You should kick the field goal. But when you're almost inside the red zone, they shouldn't have done that last time. So Bawali brought down after a gain of 6 by Kyle Van Noy. It'll be 3rd down and 3 coming up. We also have Eckler. He is a former Brown defensive end. Jaguars offense ranked last in points. Patriots tied for 1st in points, 3rd in yards, and 5th in turnovers. Jaguars offense getting ranked last in points, total yards tied for 26. And significantly more turnovers as well. That stat is leading off. They're going to put Laviska out to the right in an empty backfield for Lawrence. It is 3rd down and 3, and Lawrence is going to throw. That one is caught, and Laquan Treadwell, and the best Jaguar receiver today, gets a gain of 7 and a 1st down for the Jags. Well, there you go. Keep the drive alive. Want to score a touchdown, though. Take a look at the Bengals and Chiefs game. Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. And this is why Mac Jones got to start throwing some touchdowns. 72 yards for Jamar Chase. Touchdown. Bengals cut the lead in half. And again, barring an incredible performance by Mac Jones, either the rest of this game or next week against Miami, you can lock it in. Jamar Chase, maybe even Jalen Waddle, winning Rookie of the Years. Lawrence is going to go deep, and it's caught at the 40, and he's down at the 39 by Devin McCourty. Marvin Jones. That's why they acquired him. Oh, nice catch there. 1st down. Lawrence able to gun it, and that's what he's got to do. Able to find the big window. Perfect spiral. As long as you don't overthrow him, it's going to be completion. Put the faith in the receiver, and he does. Now Lawrence is 6 for 8. Even without a passing touchdown, this is probably his best start to a game since the Miami game, which was long ago, back in week 5. Here's Obawale. He'll get 2, and it'll be 2nd down and 8. By the way, that Titans drive ends in a former Jaguar, Geoff Swam touchdown. Let's take a look at Racquel Armstead. He was a 5th-round pick out of 2019. Again, the Jaguars drafted him. He was released, went on the Packers and Saints practice squads before joining the Jaguars a couple weeks ago. He's back in Duval County, and he's ready to take his first snap here. And off go. Oh, they fake it. Lawrence will dump it over to Armstead, and it's tipped and picked. Oh, not Lawrence's fault. It bounced off the hands of Armstead, and Miles Bryant will take it out to the 34, and the stat line is not going to show that interception is going to be on Trevor Lawrence. Ouch. That just sucks. I mean, you have inexperienced running back, can't even catch a simple play action. Miles Bryant gets like 25 yards on the interception return, and now New England's well into field goal range. Unreal. Why did we bring him back? I never liked Racquel Armstead to begin with. Ogbawale's done a nice job all game, but no, you had to substitute one play. You had to give Armstead one play. You throw a routine play action throw to him, Bounced off his hands right into the hands of Miles Bryant, and then Bryant goes 25 yards the other way. And Patriots now inside the 35-yard line, I'm pretty sure. Man, they were at the 38. Man, Jacksonville was at the 38. And now and then after the interception return, they go to the 33. Could be worse. I could be a San Jose Sharks fan. The Penguins are beating the Sharks 6-1 at the end of the first period. So, I could be in a worse mood. If the Jaguars, Bruins, and Chargers all lose today, and the Titans clinch a playoff spot, well, win the division rather than clinch a playoff spot, not a good day for me, sports-wise. Just not going to be. I'm actually fuming. Freaking Racquel Armstead, dude. Go back to the practice squad where you belong. With all due respect, I don't know why we brought you back. You know, Mekhi Sargent. I mean, he's a rookie. Give him a shot. I don't think he'll make routine play action throws bounce off his hand and right into the arms of a corner. All right, we had a commercial break. Antonio Bryant, I mean, I keep on doing that. Antonio Bryant's an old receiver back in the day. Miles Bryant. I don't know, because when I think of Bryant, I either think of Dez Bryant and Antonio Bryant. I'm like, that's not Dez Bryant. So I say Antonio Bryant by accident, but it's Miles Bryant, of course. His first attempt for Mac Jones, tipped in. Oh, of course, that's not a tipped in interception. Because why would it be? Hunter Henry with the intended target, 2nd and 10 there. Well, just trying to fit it in there. It's knocked away by Clay Brooks. There it is, Mac Jones' first incompletion of the day. Thomas Henley got the pick as well. All right, well, enough of me rambling on about how the Jaguars should release Armstead. I mean, I don't want Steve Racquel Armstead on the team after this game. I don't. That was inexcusable. And again, you know what hurts even more is that stat line is going to show Trevor Lawrence through an interception. As an end around to Jonnu Smith, that's going to be a gain of about 5, 3rd and 5 coming up here for New England. And that's where that's the type of advanced statistics I do like. I don't like the advanced statistics where it's like this player performs better in afternoon games instead of night games. Like, or like advanced analytics can like overrate a player. But when it comes to like touchdown passes thrown, touchdown passes intercepted, like that's where I like advanced statistics. Like that advanced statistic will show drop on Armstead, no interception for Lawrence. It was just a drop on Armstead. Here's a 3rd down and 4 and a little dump over to Brandon Bolton. And Bolton's got the first and a gain of 6. I mean, they had him cornered and they just let him go free. Well, to respect, I do respect Brandon Bolton as a player. He recently came out saying he battled through cancer during the 2018-19 offseason and was luckily able to come back and with the Patriots after his 1 year with Miami. Able to come back to the Patriots in 2019, and he's been a contributor since then. In a third-year running back, or third year back with the team. He is a 9-year running back. Drafted in 2012, believe it or not, Brandon Bolden. This is Stevenson on the run, and he will get about 3. John Jansen, how's it going, my man? All right. 14-3. It'll be 17 or 21-3 in a matter of moments. Here's 2nd and 6. At the 16, it's Jones. And, the end around. Kendrick Bourne with blockers. And, Thomas drilled him at the 8. First and goal for the Patriots. And David Andrews gives him a little, don't do that again. But what a hit, though, by Thompson. Shoulder-to-shoulder hit. Nice little trickery here. Bourne able to pick up the first down with these. Yeah, big hit there from Tangle Thompson. So it's first and goal. Harris has 2 touchdowns on the day. Pitch. This one is to Stevenson, and he will go down to the 6. Now the play by Shaq Quarterman, second-year outside linebacker out of Florida, and it'll be second and goal. I mean, New England's trying to punch it in here. Isaiah Wynn, the lead blocker, really get out of the way, and a nice tackle there for the second-year linebacker, Shaq Quarterman. Second and goal. Here is, we're going to keep Stevenson, and I don't know, they have Bolton in the backfield. They'll fake it to Bolton. Jones is going to throw in the back, and wide opens Wilkerson. Touchdown, New England. Game over. I mean, I don't even have to pretend this game's going to be close. It's not going to be close the rest of the way. Just back of the end zone. Routine throw for Jones. Able to roll out to the right. Able to throw it over Trey Herndon. I mean, Herndon should have been released years ago. Same old story. Folk, good snap, good hold. Kicks up and good. The last regular season matchup between the Patriots and the Jaguars at Gillette Stadium was Week 3, 2015. The Patriots won that game 51-17. Oh, yeah. That ain't a lie. And guess what? That's happening again this afternoon. I mean, you erase 2017, and the Jaguars have been, okay, the Browns exist. But literally, out of 32 teams in the NFL, since really 2007, I guess technically the year after 2008, to our present day, excluding the Cleveland Browns and just maybe the Detroit Lions, there has not been a more incompetent franchise like the Jacksonville Jaguars in professional football. There simply hasn't. I mean, there's been awful ones. Again, the Lions, the Bengals, the Jets, they've all been awful, but no. You're missing the point. Jaguars have had 1 playoff appearance, 4 quarterbacks who were, Trevor Lawrence being the 4th, that were supposed to be the franchise savior. We let a running back in Leonard Fournette, a supposed franchise savior. He's gone. Yeah, Ngakoue gone. Telvin Smith's in jail somewhere. He's a pedophile, so he's never coming back into the NFL. Guy decided to do some irrational decision, and his NFL career is over. Yeah, Ngakoue's gone. Jalen Ramsey's gone. Calais Campbell. You knew Calais Campbell wanted to get the heck out as soon as possible. He was just being chill about it, unlike Ngakoue, but you knew Campbell was going to leave when they traded him to the Ravens. I mean, maybe you would rather get a 5th-round pick in return instead of just trying to release him and not get anything. Expectations are beyond low here in Duval County. It sucks. And again, unless they nail this next head coach, Trevor Lawrence is going to essentially be what Matthew Stafford was on the Lions. And again, unless they absolutely nail the head coaching hire this offseason, that's what it's coming down to be. I mean, how can Trevor Lawrence succeed? I mean, really, Jaguars are going to do the same old stuff next year. How much money are we going to throw at DJ Chark and re-sign him? Why are we even re-signing DJ Chark to begin with? He's injury prone. Yes, he's good, but you can get a healthier receiver in free agency. You can trade for someone like Michael Thomas. Really? New Orleans has been wanting to get rid of him for a couple of years now. Christian Wilkins, first career touchdown reception. Jones, 19th of the year, which is most for all rookie quarterbacks as you'd expect. And Bailey to kick this one off. I'm only ranting and raving during the commercial breaks, really. Oh, my God. Tripped up at the 17. Clay Brooks literally tripped over his own cleat. I mean, it is touchdown or you lose this game. That is the moral of the story for the Jaguars. It's you score a touchdown or you lose this game. I don't know what else to do with this team other than find the proper head coach and try to, make small acquisitions like bringing back guys like D.D. Westbrook and Josh Lambo if you can. But I don't know what you do. You have your running back. I mean, I guess having a second string running back would be nice for James Robinson for situations like this. I mean, to be fair, Ogunbowale is actually okay. But you got to prevent having guys like Racquel Armstead come back to you. Devin Ogazebo is another former running back I've never liked that I don't want to come back. Paul Perkins, Carlos Hyde, second year go around for Carlos Hyde. Are you kidding me? What did he show in 2018? He deserved a second time in Jacksonville. Just bad decisions. Lawrence, he's going to run and he will pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Don't worry, Jaguar fans. We got the second half of this game and next week. And it's over. And you want to know what's the sad thing, too? You want to know the last time the Colts beat the Jaguars? 2014 in Jacksonville. Obviously, the last time the Colts beat the Jaguars was last year. But the last time the Colts beat the Jaguars in Jacksonville was when it was called Everbank Stadium. Yeah. 3rd and 4. Lawrence pumps, throws. I mean, easy completion. Laviska Shenault to the 36. And unfortunately, this is going to be the first time since 2019 I am not going to pick the Jaguars playing the Colts in Jacksonville. I mean, Colts are playing for a playoff spot. Jacksonville at this point, they're just like, you know what, man? We're going to just go tank again. We're going to go pick up Hutchinson from Michigan or whoever I'm going to pick up in the draft, but disappointing season again, to say the least. Here is Ogunbowale. He'll get about 4. I mean, 2019 was weird here because they went 6-10. And again, I've been a Jaguar fan since 2013. If you follow the Jaguars since then, you would know that 6-9 was their 3rd best record over that time. 6-10. Joke. Oh my gosh, another interception. Kyle Duggar. Or no, that's J.C. Jackson. Never mind. J.C. Jackson with the interception. And that one was on Lawrence. I can rant and rave about the Armstead one. That one was just a horrific read by Lawrence. I mean, why are you trying to throw this ball? Why? Trayvon Austin's already falling down to the ground. J.C. Jackson is just going to make an easy read. 2-minute warning. Patriots up 21-3. It's just same old crap. Same old garbage. Again, if it wasn't for the Cleveland Browns, the Jacksonville Jaguars would be the most pathetic franchise in the NFL. 2008 to present, yeah. All right, 4th and 3 coming up here for the Bengals. I would imagine they go for it. Oh, wait, there's a flag. And we have a penalty on the defense. So it will not be a 4th down coming up. It'll be 1st down Bengals, pass interference. That's another thing, too. 6 seconds left on the play clock as they're just showing the interception here by J.C. Jackson on red zone. There's 6 seconds left on the play clock. Why are you trying to rush a playoff? Why can't you just take it down to the 2-minute warning? Want to know what you do in that situation? You try to jump New England off sides. That's all you should be doing. There should not be a snap. Unless, as soon as left in the 4th quarter, and losing by like 2 possessions, yeah, I understand you want to rush, you want to go down the field, and you may make a stupid mistake like that. But when the game's already 3 possessions in the first half, there's no need to rush plays. Again, if Jacksonville scored a touchdown on that drive, it would have only been 2 possessions. Patriots do get the ball at the end of the half. Yeah, not looking great there. But, I mean, you look at the grand scheme of things. It's just same old stuff. Gus Bradley, Doug Marrone, Urban Meyer. Doesn't matter. Any interim head coach. Stuff's been happening since the Jack Del Rio era. I still, to this day, don't understand why the Jaguars fired Jack Del Rio. He probably wasn't going to lead him to a Super Bowl, but they would have been better than whatever the heck they were doing here. By the way, that was J.C. Jackson, 25th career interception. They put Bourne in motion. They have Stevenson standing at midfield as the running back. Jones will toss it over to the right. That one's caught. Good tackle by Clay Brooks, but it's Jacoby Myers. And a gain of 7. No, but I really got calmed down about the Jaguars, dude. I mean, season's over. I shouldn't be getting mad, but I do. Because I love this team so much, and they just break my heart every year. It gets annoying after a while. It's like, come on, can I root for a nice team? I mean, yeah, sure. Liking the Packers and liking the Chargers, like, yeah, that liking the Patriots even to a certain degree. And Stevenson won't pick up 3 and get a first down. Like, yeah, all that's cool. But they're not my team. They're just teams I root for because my team is that bad. I'm going to have to do some method here or something. I'm going to try to bring the Jaguars back. I don't know what to do that'll make it. Actually, I have something. As we head into commercial break, I'll do something here. Give me a second. I have this. We are going to try a method. You're going to, it'll be right next to me. I got room for it. We're going to have my Blake Bortles Madden 19 custom cover on the set. Let's see if this works. We're just gonna try silly methods here until Jacksonville can get something going. Of course, Madden 19 was the Antonio Brown cover, so. Yeah. Like, Jacksonville's had good plays today. They had the bomb to Treadwell. And they had the 15-yard completion to Marvin Jones. And a 3rd and long completion to Laviska Shenault for a first down. Like, they've had good offensive plays. Like, surprisingly for Jacksonville, with the 2 interceptions and with a pretty mediocre running game, this has been, for the Jacksonville Jaguars, average to just a smidge over slightly above average offensive first half performance. Oh, and you think I'm kidding. You have not watched this team this year if you think I'm kidding. It really has been. It's just the 2 interceptions are it's not good. Lawrence threw 4 interceptions already. That was in the Tennessee game a few weeks back. It looks like he's throwing 4, if not even more today. He has now 16 interceptions on the season. And just, not good here for Jacksonville, but Patriots will now run their 23rd play in opponent territory. Jacksonville only has 5. Thanks a lot, Racquel Armstead. Here's the 1st and 10 for the Patriots at the 30. Jones steps back. Under pressure, and down he goes. And there's a flag. Jaleel Ward gets the sack. And are they going to count this against the Jags? What? Oh, no way they're going to call this roughing the passer. I mean, I won't say Jaguars versus refs because this game's out of reach anyway, but personal foul. Roughing the passer. Give me a break. It is. It's a sack. Ward's now yelling at Josh Allen like, hey, why are we calling this for? Let's see here. How? Oh, he rips him down by the neck. I mean, listen. How is that roughing the passer? But when Jerry Hughes shoved Mac Jones out of bounds last week, it wasn't roughing the passer or shoving out of bounds. The NFL is just so inconsistent with their officials. It's ridiculous. But there's another 1st down for New England. Well, place at the 16. They fake. Jones gonna throw that one in the dirt. Looking for Jonnu Smith. It's 2nd and 10. I mean, I had to see the live speed. Didn't look like roughing the passer, but on the replay, it kind of did. You can't really touch the quarterback's neck area. Ward did. Live speed, it looked ridiculous, but it was. Second and 10. Jones in shotgun with Bourne in motion. Jones going to throw. That one's complete. Bourne. And it'll be 3rd down 4 coming up. New England will call timeout. Or no, Jacksonville will call timeout. Okay. So both teams down to 2 timeouts. We'll see what happens. All right, well, I guess we'll hop back onto Red Zone real quickly. This is going to be a short broadcast. Considering the first half only took like a little bit over an hour, this game's going by very quickly. Oh, by the way, it's snowing in Buffalo. And it was 14-5. And not know it was snowing in Buffalo again. Just rainy in Foxborough. Little flip. Oh, Stephon Diggs. Oh, I thought Stephon Diggs was going to throw instead of lose a yard. A.J. Terrell with the tackle. All right. Just wanted to flip on to red zone real quickly. And both teams got 2 timeouts left here in this first half. NFL's realizing that, hey, this game's going by way too quick for our liking. Like, I'm not even kidding. This game could very well clock in at 2.5. Well, not 2.5 hours, but I'll probably clock in at around 2 hours and 45 minutes. Because, yeah. I mean, if the game's going by fast pace now, it's only going to get quicker as the score continues to expand. Well, let's see. I mean, the Patriots could go up 28-3, and I can be like, hey, 28-3. The Jaguars can come back from that, right? Yeah, right. 58 seconds left. Jacksonville 2 timeouts. New England with 2 timeouts. This timeout will be incredibly pointless for Jacksonville if New England picks it up here. Patriots 3 for 3 on 3rd downs. 3rd down 2. Jacoby Myers put in motion. Inside handoff. Harris. First down. Needed 3. Taven Bryan with the tackle. Jacksonville burns another timeout. I guess Jacksonville just wants the ball back. I mean, in reality, we're looking at this game being potentially 35-3. By the end of the first drive of the second half, we could very well be looking at a 35-3 game. It's like you don't want to pull Lawrence either. Like, you want the kid to play. Like, I would rather see Trevor Lawrence out here than C.J. Beathard. 1st and goal. Henry put in motion. Jones going to throw and touchdown. Oh, it's Jacoby Myers. There it is. 2nd career touchdown. First thrown by Mac Jones. Oh, okay. Well, that's something good that came out of it, I guess. I mean, I'm a big Jacoby Myers fan, so I'll take that one. I mean, man-on-man coverage. Like I said at the top of the broadcast, Trey Herndon should have been released years ago, but that's a different story for a different day. Just let Jacoby Myers get way too much separation on that. There it is. First touchdown. Mac Jones has thrown to Jacoby Myers. Okay. Fulk, it's good. 28-3. I went from kind of upsetting to, okay, it's Jacoby Myers. I'm not going to be mad. Oh, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, good for Jacoby Myers. I'm happy for him. But, yeah, Jones on the money. That's his first touchdown pass since last week, actually. Or actually, no. No, he threw one earlier today, didn't he? He did. Why am I blanking on who caught the first Mac Jones touchdown? I was going to say, when I said, like, that was his first touchdown since last week, I was like, wait a minute, did he throw one earlier? Is that the Harris? I've drawn a blank. Jaguars have made me so frustrated. I've drawn a blank. All right, here's the return by Clay Brooks. And, I mean, why are you even returning it, dude? Brought down to 12. It's a joke. Why are you returning it? Give Trevor Lawrence better field position, please. Thank you. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, that's dirt. It was Wilkerson. Yeah, Wilkerson. That's who it was. Yeah, it was his first career touchdown as well. All right, Lawrence has thrown 2 picks in his last 3 attempts, so let's see what happens. Lawrence going to roll to the left, and he's just going to chuck one off the back foot, and that was almost his 3rd pick, but instead it's complete to the 36. Marvin Jones with a catch. I mean, considering it's 28-3 and considering that the Jaguars can score here, I will not give up hope. I mean, I really shouldn't. I give up optimism way too quickly as a sports fan anyway, but this is tipped. Treadwell makes the catch at the 40. He literally had to pin it to his helmet. Catch is made to the 26. No way Jacksonville's using their last timeout. I mean, guys, this is a remarkable catch by Treadwell. Able to haul it in. Yeah, he literally pinned it to his helmet. I mean, it was a helmet catch 2.0, kind of, sort of. 2nd and 5. Jacksonville does use their last time out. I would have ran up and spiked it. Here we go. Need 21 yards to get into Matthew Wright field goal range. Here's Lawrence. Under pressure. Down he goes. There's Batemore, and they got to spike it. Patriots are celebrating. Jacksonville, why aren't they going no huddle? Oh, are you kidding me? New England's still celebrating on the other side of the field. If they went no huddle, they could have spiked the football, not only stopped the clock, but accepted the 5-yard penalty. Lack of awareness by Trevor Lawrence there, and the Patriots take the 28-3 lead into halftime. I mean, that is lack of awareness. I mean, the Raiders got penalized for that once. They were doing the little sack celebration on the other end of the field. If you're Lawrence, you're saying, hey, no huddle. Let me try to catch these guys off sides. That's what you got to do. But that's okay. Only veteran would have done that anyway. Halftime. I'll react to red zone before my misery continues. It's 13-3 Raiders, though. Come on, Indianapolis. I was expecting a little bit of better performance out of them today, but here's Zach Pascal out of the 18. Well, here we go. Raiders and Colts. This will be the, at least when I do red zone here, this will at least be the most, I guess, I don't know, interesting part of the broadcast maybe. Mo Alley Cox first down gain of 4. I mean, unless the Jaguars score some points here, this is doing nothing. All right, here we go. 2-minute warning. Falcons playing for their playoff lives, basically. Put a handoff. Mike Davis rips off one tackler, lunges, and he's down at the 2. It'll be 2nd and goal, it looks like, for the Falcons. Here is Carson Wentz now. 1st and 10. Ball placed at the 13. Wentz guns it down the middle, and the pass is complete. Trayvon Morag with the tackle, but it'll be 1st and goal at the 1, and Wentz will burn a timeout. Colts' final timeout. Colts can clinch a playoff berth with the win. I mean, the Raiders could get a very important tiebreaker here. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, like, you want to look at the surface, who's more deserving of being in the playoffs, the Raiders or the Colts? Well, the Colts would be, but well, at the same time, if the Raiders win, they got the tiebreaker over the Ravens and the Colts. So that's good for them. Davis up the middle, touchdown for the Falcons. So Falcons score. There's a first and goal for the Colts. Carson Wentz rolls out. He will pump fend. He'll throw out of bounds. Oh my goodness, that wasn't a good throw by Carson Wentz. All right, second and goal coming up now. 55-yard field goal for the football team, and the kick is good by Brian Johnson or Joey Sly. It's Sly who makes the field goal. Football team up 16-7. Football team technically could still make the playoffs, and I guess I'm splitting with the Eagles. That'll do them wonders. Second goal, low snap, handoff goes to – oh, no, Wentz going to keep it. Throws to the back. Is that a touchdown? No, it's not. For Doolin, incomplete. We got third and goal coming up. Well, the Jets are apparently beating Buccaneers, which gives me hope that flipping Jaguars can come back against the Patriots. Oh, Tom Brady just threw an interception. Dude, there ain't no way the Jets are going to beat the Buccaneers. There just ain't no way. That would be absolutely bizarre. All right, we have third and goal for the Colts here. And off, Jonathan Taylor. He's in. Oh, thank goodness Indianapolis scored there. That would have been scary if they didn't. Taylor. 18th rushing touchdown of the season. Colts pulling within 4. Now we'll get to see the extra point. All right. Joe Burrow under immediate duress, incomplete. 3rd and 10. All right. Oh, yeah, that's right. All the teams did honor John Madden before today's game. All right. Here's a 46-yard attempt for Justin Tucker. Tucker to give the Ravens a 13-7 lead at the half. Good snap, good hold. Tucker, he's got to make it. He's got to make it. Justin Tucker's a beast, dude. 13-7 Rams. Well, with the loss and a Cardinal win, Arizona regains that 3rd seed. Here's a Pinero off the Brady field goal, and he makes it from 51. Eddie Pinheiro, former Bear and Colt kicker. He's done well after signing with the Jets. He's done well, really. I don't think he's missed a kick this year yet, which is amazing. Yeah, he's 6 for 6. Oh, he did miss an extra point. But, like, you're really going to... But, yeah, that's unfortunate about the... Okay. And I will be right back. All right. Yeah, no, I mean, good for Pinheiro. All right, so back to red zone. Titans, all right, yeah, I was just looking up Pinheiro's stats and checking something else out. We have the Bears and the Giants. And we got a 2nd and 10 coming up here for Chicago. Explain this. Nick Foles gets the comeback win against the Seahawks. Andy Dalton's the starting quarterback. Really? I mean, I get if Justin Fields is ready to go with Fields, but I mean, yeah, it's Nick Foles, it's Andy Dalton. You're getting the same production either way, but considering the performances, I would honestly say I've been impressed with Nick Foles last week. Andy Dalton looked good on Thanksgiving, but since then hasn't looked incredible. He's definitely not the best quarterback out there. Former Bengal head coach, or quarterback rather. Marvin Lewis was the former Bengals head coach who yeah, I don't. Marvin Lewis was not good a coach, but they kept him around for 16 years. All right, he's trying to kill off the halftime here. The Bruins take a 2-1 lead over the Red Wings. Again, Bruins winning yesterday. Charlie Coyle scoring the overtime game-winning goal. Boston beat Buffalo 4-3. Right now, lead Detroit 2-1. All right, I guess we'll just quickly touch on into the Bruins game here. Craig Smith. I think he scored a goal yesterday, too. It's all over to me. The Bruins need this one. You need to beat Detroit here, pull basically in within 4th place of the division. I mean, thanks to cancellations, I don't know how they're going to really catch up to Toronto, Tampa Bay, and Florida, but they can definitely pass Detroit. They can maybe squeeze into 3rd. I don't know. Here's DeBrusque. Pass out in front. Coyle? Oh, no. That one was blocked out in front. So it was Tyler Bertuzzi who scored, but then Bergeron and Holla scored the previous 2 for the Bruins. So that's why it is 2-1. And heading into this game, Bruins, 4th in the Atlantic, a point behind the Red Wings. Yeah, so that 2 points. You don't want to lose in. You don't want to win or lose in overtime or shootout. You want to win this game in regulation. We got Swayman in net, so I do feel more comfortable, I guess, than if Allmark was in net. But you still don't want to necessarily lose that. You don't want to necessarily lose that game or give Detroit an unnecessary point. All right. Looks like that game's heading to commercial break. I guess we'll flip back to red zone. Oh, and the Bears just got a field goal. Kari Santos makes it 22-3. Bears lead the Giants. It is a 28-17 lead. The Chiefs beating the Bengals. Remember, Cincinnati clinches the AFC North with the win, but I don't think they're winning today. I didn't think they'd win, but Kansas City really showing their might. And look at this, Byron Pringle to the 40, to the 20, the 10. I was a little bit behind there. Byron Pringle with the kickoff return touchdown. There is a flag. If this is on Cincinnati, that's going to be a kickoff return for Byron Pringle. Holding, blocking in the back. Oh, no. On Zane Anderson. So never mind. That touchdown's getting wiped off. All right. And we're also ready to get the second half our way. So we're back to Patriots and Jaguars now. Okay. Trevor Lawrence is 9 for 13, $128 and 2 picks. Mac Jones 12 for 14, 107 yards. And 2 touchdowns himself. And now here's the return on Chesky down to the 23. So 28-3, Patriots ahead of Jacksonville. As we begin this second half here at Gillette Stadium, you got the 2 best rookie quarterbacks heading in. Mac Jones being 1, Trevor Lawrence being 2. Lawrence threw the 2 picks like I mentioned. Jones the 2 touchdowns. And, I mean, you have a team who's basically on the verge of clinching a playoff spot against a team who's just trying to clinch the number 1 pick. Jacksonville would clinch the number 1 pick in the draft with a Detroit win and a loss next week against Indianapolis. Here's Jones down the middle. That one's caught, and a gain of 12 for Hunter Henry. And I would not be surprised, if I'm a New England fan, I would not be surprised to see Brian Hoyer come in this game later. I guess for Jacksonville, maybe CJ Beathard later. I don't know. Maybe they would, maybe they won't. But Jones only 2 incompletions. 13-15 for $119. He's done well today. They have Stevenson in there at running back, staying back at the 28. They fake it to Stevenson. Jones going to dump it over Jonnu Smith. Smith with the first down. Smith's got blockers. Smith down to the 46, around the 45. And Miles Jack on the tackle there. I mean, play action screen, it works. It's going to work. You have a powerful offensive line like New England's, and a young quarterback like Mac Jones. It's the short throws that are going to work. And Patriots now continuing their offensive prowess where they left off. Jones is 8 for 10 with 2 touchdowns on his last 10 throws. Handoff goes. Stevenson takes it to the left, and he's brought down to the 38. Second down 3. First and 10, Stevenson, 7 rushes for 48 yards on that one. Now here is a first and 10 for the Patriots. Jones. Drop back and breaks out of a sack. And look at this. Jones is going to run and he's going to slide at the 31. Well, yeah, you don't want to injure yourself. That was a easy first down, though. Able to elude a sack. Get the run. How about this? And slides down at the 27. Well past the 30 at least. Oh, my goodness. So we've had a crazy Trevor Lawrence run and a crazy Mac Jones run. Mac Jones and Trey Lance were supposed to be the runners out of the rookie class, but Jones and Lawrence have a couple of nice runs on their part. In my opinion, that was the best play today by Trevor Lawrence, was that 14-yard run. Here's Stevenson bouncing it out to the right and is down at the 21, brought down after Clay Brooks. And number 58 for Jacksonville there. Where do we second down coming up? 58 is Doug Costin, defensive tackle for the Jags. Second down and 2 now. Here's Jones in shotgun. 4 seconds to go on the play clock. Takes the snap, fakes the inside handoff to Stevenson. Jones going for the end zone. Wide open, it's Wilkerson again. Another touchdown for New England. Make it 34 for now. Extra point pending. Patriots, the slaughter will not end. Jacksonville just wants to go back to the beach they came from. It is Isaiah Wilkerson, his second career touchdown. Caught his first back in the first quarter, and that one was just on the money. Jones, you let him throw a little bit, and look at this. Stepping back, gives a little fist pump. Oh, yeah, gives Isaiah Wynn a hug. That's the swagger you want to see out of your rookie QB. He's now throwing more touchdowns than incompletions. And Folk nails the extra point. Oh, not quite. It was blocked at the line. So it'll remain 34-3. And the only thing that have gone wrong for the Patriots is that, a blocked extra point. It is Isaiah Wilkerson with 2 touchdowns. Jacoby Myers caught the other one. New England up 34-3. I think in the first half I was just mad at the Jaguars, but now if the Patriots score again, I'm gonna I got a little enthusiastic about that Wilkerson touchdown. I mean, now I'm just gonna, I'm happy for New England because again, with a win today, they clinch a playoff spot. So, at least the Jaguars are gonna lose, but the Jaguars are gonna lose to help a team get in the playoffs. Whatever. I mean, it'll probably be the case next week too. They're playing the Colts. At that point, if they're losing 34-3 early in the third quarter, I'll be like, yeah, whatever, Colts, just win. Don't care. You deserve to be in the playoffs. No, I was not. I was expecting the Patriots to win, but I wasn't expecting it to be a beatdown like this. At least so early. I mean, if 34-3 was the final score, maybe I could believe it, but considering we're this early on in the third quarter, nuts. Okay. My friends text me, just oh, I can't believe the Jaguars are getting burned by a practice squad receiver. And I'm like, but they have practice squad defenders. It makes sense. I mean, good for Isaiah Wilkerson. Hard man, a lot of hard work for that young man. Second year in the league, gets his first 2 career touchdowns, maybe more at this rate. Remember, this is 11 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the third quarter. Oh, this game is far from over. We're talking about, it was 56-14 last week when the Cowboys beat the football team. Oh, boy, we're in for nothing like that this week. I must say right now, the Patriots are going to win this game. I'm trying to think of what would be a good score here. Actually, they'll score less points. 55-10 is going to be my final score prediction here. As Tavon Austin will pick up 3. I had to do the math, and the missed extra point kind of threw me off a little bit. 55-10, New England. Final prediction for me. You had the punt, the field goal. God, this game was 7-3 at one point. New England is scoring 30 plus unanswered. And, Trevor Lawrence statistically isn't even doing horrible, but just another day, another nickel for this atrocious team down in South Florida. Here's Austin with the catch, and it's going to be 3rd down 2, but there is a flag. And I think they're going to call Miles Bryant on a penalty, which I didn't necessarily see what they would call him on. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Ooh, okay. He did shove Austin out of bounds. Let's see here on the replay. He's not out of bounds. That wasn't a good call, to say the least. It's 4-3. Who cares? Referees, they're going to get lazy at this point of the game, but yeah, that's surprising. That's surprising. I wouldn't have called that. But okay. 1st and 10, Lawrence in empty backfield just throws the screen, and Austin, J.C. Jackson's all over him. And he puts him out of bounds. That's going to be a loss of about 3 or 4. They're going to mark him back at the original line of scrimmage. Oh, yeah, forward progress. Forward progress stopped that from being about a 4-yard loss. Jackson had the second Patriot interception. Oh, there it is. CBS was just slow on the graphic. So it's not 2nd and 10. It's 2nd down and 15. And Lawrence will get the snap off just in time. 2nd and 15, Lawrence steps up in the pocket. He's going to throw. That one's caught, and that is brought down at the 48. Ogbawale with the tackle. Ushi with the tackle. Second-year linebacker out of Michigan. Let me take a look at Trevor Lawrence today. Well, again, statistically, this has been one of his better games. But if you take a look at his career games, that's not saying much. You have to, the Racquel Armstead pass that just bounced off his hands that resulted in an interception, that just drives me insane. But that interception where he just tried to fit the ball into Tavon Austin's window, that was an atrocious throw. 3rd and 11, and here's another atrocious throw, just throwing to no man's land. 4th and 11, I think Lawrence wants a flag. Come on, Trevor, don't argue with the officials. Let's see who the intended target was. Marvin Jones? Who was this pass intended to? I couldn't tell you. Unless he's just trying to throw it out of bounds or something, just to move on to the next play. What in the world was that? I wasn't going for Jones or Austin. I have no idea, but the punt is fair caught, and Patriots will get it up 31. J.K. Scott, second punt as a Jaguar now in the books. Was he on the team last week, J.K. Scott? I feel like he was, but I also feel like he wasn't. Oh, yeah, no, this is his first game with Jacksonville. Interesting. Like him and the QB argue with the refs. Yeah. I mean, it makes it entertaining. Like when Tom Brady yells at the referees, that's funny. It's also funny. Yeah, it's funny when a good quarterback argues with the officials or it's a close game or whatever. Like when Tom Brady or Phillip Rivers or Eli or Peyton Manning or I'm trying to think of other quarterbacks who argue with the officials a lot. Ben Roethlisberger's another one. For that stuff, it's entertaining to watch. But just seeing Trevor Lawrence wanting a pass interference call when it's 34-3, it's come on, man. I get it. You're an athlete, and you're very passionate, and you just want the drive to continue, and make your stats look better, but tell you what the Jaguars do have locked up, though. No. The Jaguars got the number one pick in the bag again for the second straight year. And if they don't draft Aiden Henderson, I'm not going to be happy. Or Hutchinson. All right. Well, yeah, last commercial break, they were showing, basically, they were just, how am I trying about this? They were trying to memorize the former Denver Bronco, Atlanta Falcon, and New York Giant head coach Dan Reeves, who did pass away yesterday at 77 years old. Top 10 in wins, two-time coach of the year, and yeah, I mean, the fact that Dan Reeves isn't in the Hall of Fame really irates me, but hopefully one day he'll get in. Just unfortunately won't be when he's alive. That's what sucks. But yeah, he did pass away yesterday morning at 77 years old. As Jacoby Myers makes a catch down to the 37, brought down by Andrew Cisco. Yeah, thoughts and prayers go out to John Madden's family, Dan Reeves' family. Couple of legendary NFL coaches passing away over the past week. Of course, John Madden, 2006 Hall of Famer, one of the greatest color commentators of all time, and Dan Reeves, former Cowboys running back in the 60s. Again, two-time coach of the year in 93 and 98, respectively. So rest in peace to him as well. You look forward to for this team, the Jaguars? I don't even know. Winning more than 2 games next year may be a start. Stevenson lost a yard. It'll be second down 11. I don't know. I mean, there's a couple interesting things to see about Jacksonville. I'm really curious how they're going to attack free agency. I want them to basically just draft offensive line and defense in the draft. I want them to, if not acquire Michael Thomas, I want them to at least kind of talk to New Orleans into maybe making a deal. I would like to acquire a better backup running back because anyone's better than Carlos Hyde and Daryl Ogbawale, to say the least. We can also prevent having Racquel Armstead on the field ever again. I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm looking forward to, but no, in all seriousness, I'm really looking forward to see how they're going to approach free agency and Tyson Campbell, James Robinson, and Trevor Lawrence, obviously, to continue to develop. Those are some great pieces. Josh Allen's not going anywhere for a long time either. I like that. Obviously, they need the new head coach, but I don't know. I feel like they're going to definitely screw up the head coach, which is making me upset a little bit. Jones going to roll to the right, throw on the run. Hunter Henry, catch, first down to the 48. I mean, roll out. It's what Mac Jones usually does. No surprises here. He picks up the first. What do you think the first couple of head coaches they're interviewing? Jim Caldwell, I wouldn't mind. I do not want Doug Peterson, and I don't want Todd Bowles. Well, I want Todd Bowles as a defensive coordinator. I do not want Todd Bowles as a head coach. Doug Peterson, again, maybe as a defensive – well, he's actually a quarterback. I wouldn't mind him maybe joining the team as like the quarterback's coach or something, but no, just no. Not as a head coach. I would want them to get Byron Leftwich, but then, you had to hear what Leftwich said the other day. He declined the Jaguars interview until after the season. He's like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do no interview with the Jaguars until after the regular season. I think it's insulting towards the New York Jets. I gotta preparate for the Buccaneers. I'll deal with all that extracurriculum in the offseason. Which, by the way, I want to say, fantastic comment by Byron Leftwich. He's 100% right. You are right now the offensive coordinator for a professional football team. You're not like Doug Pearson or Jim Caldwell is on the unemployment line. You are currently an offensive coordinator for a team. Focus on the next game, deal with that during the regular season. He's 100% on that one. Wilson knocks away the pass from Henry, 3rd down and 6. I completely agree with Byron Leftwich. Even though that's who I want as a head coach, and although I think with that comment he's not going to want to sign here, I would want him as a quarterback coach or whatever. He's Byron Leftwich been a decent coach everywhere he's gone. Arizona, Tampa Bay. He would do fine in Jacksonville, I feel. Especially that he's a former quarterback. We have a 3rd down and 6 here. Jones going to fire down the middle. And, okay. I got to give a little credit, though, to Damian Wilson. He actually is playing pretty well. I mean, saying a Jacksonville defensive player is playing well today is, like, crazy. But Wilkerson, the intended man, Wilson's going to swat away. We're going to see Jake Bailey for the first time today as well. But I'll give Wilson credit where credit's due. He's definitely getting my Jaguars defensive MVP. Him, Jihad Ward, and Josh Allen, and I guess even Tyson Campbell, they're all playing all right. The rest of them aren't, but I'll give those 4 names credit. So first punt of the game. And they let the play clock expire. This was actually pretty smart here. Now they're going to back them up 5, and now they're going to try to down Jacksonville inside the 5 instead of a touchback. That was vintage Belichick coaching right there. Oh, no. I don't want the Jaguars to keep Trent Baalke. No, I don't. He mangled a 1-15 team. How can a team go 1-15 and you can make it even worse than it already was? Gardner Minshew, Joe Schobert, Cindy Jones, Josh Lambo, gone. Ridiculous, dude. Oh, and they won't re-sign D.D. Westbrook or Keelan Cole, but they'll bring in Laquan Treadwell and Tavon Austin. And speaking of Tavon Austin, returns that one out to 13. Like, give me a break, dude. You might as well just kept Cole or Westbrook, or both. Really. And Mario Jones hasn't been awful, but I don't know. He hasn't been too impressive. He hasn't been awful, though. He could just be forced to interview during the season. Well, I mean, I think if you're an unemployed coach, yeah, you could interview during the season. But I do agree with what Byron Leftwich was saying, though, about like how I'll handle the interviews during the offseason or whatever. And like, I don't even want to hear a question about being the next Jaguar head coach. I just want to focus on like my upcoming game. Yeah, that was a props on him because that was the proper response. I got to read the whole thing. I posted it on social media the other day, what he said. He said 2 days ago, quotes from NFL.com. I really think it's disrespectful to the Jets and whoever you're playing that week when you're talking about things that really has nothing to do with Sunday's game. I'm completely focused on this football game on Sunday. Obviously, as coach, anytime your name is thrown around, I guess it is what it is. But it really means nothing at this point. It really means nothing at this point, and I kind of think it's disrespectful to the guys you really work with every day. That's how I view that. If I'm ever fortunate enough to be in that situation, that's when I'll handle it. But as of right now, I'm really focusing on the opponent we're about to play and getting us ready to try and play our best football. In which, by the way, the Jets are beating the Buccaneers as we speak. So guess what? Leftwich, he did say the right thing. Rick Spielman. Oh, no. I don't want Rick Spielman. I mean, he's better than Trent Baalke, but he is, but yeah, I don't know. All right, and commercial break. Wrigley just deserve to be disrespectful because they're the Jets. You know what? Yeah. I mean, that's true, but I get what he's saying. Armstead back in the game, gets 2 yards. Well, I'll tell you one thing. That was Urban Meyer. Oh, boy. If Urban Meyer was the head coach right now, Armstead would be on the bench. He'd be out of the stadium right now. Like, they would put in C.J. Beathard as the third-string running back. Really? You think I'm kidding, too? Oh, my goodness gracious. This was Urban Meyer still the coach. Armstead would have not seen the day of light after that dropped pass that led to the Miles Bryant interception. Shoot, what I like for the Jaguars? I don't even know. It's just someone not named Trent Baalke would be cool. I would have loved John Lynch, but obviously he's with the 49ers for a long time, so that's not going to happen. I guess if we can get, I don't even know. I will say this, though. Even though the Jets wouldn't do it, if the Jets were to ever get rid of Joe Douglas, I actually wouldn't mind Joe Douglas. He actually makes strategic trades that somehow work. Like, the Jets are sucky, I get that, but I don't know. Joe Douglas actually isn't that bad of a GM. I have a penalty against the Jacksonville here. False start on Racquel Armstead. Like I said, if Urban Meyer was the head coach of this football team right now, he would have never seen the day of light. And it's ridiculous that he's still out here. Get him off the team already. And now they substitute him. Oh, I have a headache. This is ridiculous. 2nd and 18. Lawrence is about to get sacked for a safety. Oh, and I'm announcing jinxing at this point. I do not care. Here we go. They're going to switch the running back from left to right. It is going to be a 3-yard run for Ogunbowale. I do not like Shaq Khan as an owner. And unfortunately, when he either passes away, it's going to be his son who's run the joint. Oh, no. That's going to be even worse. Tony Khan scares me, dude. He does not care about the Jaguars, I feel. I mean, I want them to sell, but they're not going to sell. Now, Shaq Khan's an awful owner. Does not give a crap about the fan base. That I will say. He does not. Lawrence throws. Oh, that's another interception. 3rd of the day. Kyle Duggar out of bounds at the 1. Almost a pick 6 for Kyle Duggar. Third pick for Lawrence. I mean, awful read. It was Racquel Armstead who put him in that position, which was just making me even more mad. MC McDermott saved a touchdown. Yeah, I was looking for Marvin Jones, just trying to fit a ball into Marvin Jones' hands where he couldn't do it. You can't fit that ball in that window. In college, maybe. In the NFL, you can't. So we're going to get ready for Damian Harris's third touchdown of the afternoon. They're going to put Hunter Henry in motion, or is that Stevenson in the game? I can't tell. First and goal. Hand off. Stevenson. Oh, touchdown. It's like I called it or something. 40. What a fat 40 on the board. Oh, my word. I mean, up the middle, Wilson missed the tackle. Taven Bryan and Adam Gossis, they can't tackle for anything. 41. Drum roll, please. Yes. No, Jacksonville shouldn't move to Oakland. The Jaguars shouldn't relocate. They just got to sell Khan. I mean, Khan's just got to sell the team to another owner. He's got to sell a team to another owner. I want them to relocate. If they're going to relocate, it's not going to be Oakland. If so, I'm trying to think. Where would a team relocate to? If Jacksonville's relocating, it's probably going to be St. Louis. Because St. Louis, I don't know. They had a passionate fan base with the Rams. Just the Rams sucked. And Stan Kroenke decided to just be like, hey, we can be in Los Angeles now? I'm going. If we move to St. Louis or San Diego, I would be satisfied. Because those two franchises deserve a team. Or those two cities. No, I do not want this era head coach to stay as permanent head coach. We're losing 41-3. Why would I want the interim head coach to be the current head coach? Okay. No, I mean, I don't know who I want for my next head coach. Just as long as I don't bring back Doug Marrone or hire Mike Zimmer or Doug Peterson, they can have at it. They can have at it who they want to hire. I mean, I wouldn't mind Caldwell. I would not mind Jack Del Rio. I mean, really? How bad would he be? He was okay as a Raider head coach. Byron Leftwich would be nice, like I was mentioning before. But like now I'm thinking about him, like Jack Del Rio. That would be nice. Yeah, I knew you were a Vikings fan. You would like my Mike Zimmer comment. I don't like Mike Zimmer, though. Great defensive coordinator, great guy, but no, I cannot handle having Mike Zimmer as a head coach. I mean, granted, he would win more than 2 games. So I guess I couldn't really complain, but at the same time, you're only winning 6 or 7 games. Come on, we're not going anywhere with that. And and CBS is pointing this out right now. They've already interviewed Caldwell and Peterson, and they got Leftwich, Bowles, and a couple others on the way. I think they had Kellen Moore. He's a former quarterback for the Cowboys. I think he's right now the Cowboys offensive coordinator. He's another one I'm interested in. Eric Bieniemy, I think he's the Chiefs offensive coordinator. He'd be a nice one. There's Trent Baalke, general manager of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ooh, yay. He ruined the 49ers and he ruined Jacksonville. Well, Jacksonville ruined itself before he even stepped in the door, but still a horrible GM. Here's a handoff, and Armstead will get it. 3rd down and 3. There's that. No. That's Ogbawale. That's Ogbawale. Okay. I thought that was Armstead. I'm like, again, really? Here's a defense been bottom 5, yeah. Jaguars have been bottom 1. I'd much rather have the Vikings defense right now than the although I will be fair, seeing Patrick Peterson in a Viking uniform is just weird. Lawrence throws. LaVisca couldn't make the catch. Mills knocked it away from him. 4th and 3. And the Green Goblin, I guess with his best play of the game, we'll see another punt. Again, final score for this game was 55-10. I think at this point, even 10's being too generous. You may have to bump it down to 55-3 or 55-6. Well, I'm going to stick with the Patriots getting 55 right now because they're definitely scoring 2 more touchdowns, and they're definitely going to score one with Brian Hoyer. Hoyer, by the way, yet to throw an incompletion this season. So I think he's going to come in this game here midway through the 4th quarter, and he's going to throw a touchdown probably. Here's Ochensky, fair caught at the 23 as J.K. Scott delivers his 3rd punt in a Jacksonville uniform. Jones, however, is staying out. Can still come back. Well, yes, mathematically, Jacksonville can still come back. They will need about 4 or 5 pick sixes, though. Should I have faith? I should, shouldn't I? I guess I'll have faith in my other team I like. How are the Bruins doing? How are the Bruins doing? It is 2-1 still. Bruins, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh, remember when I said that game was 6-1 Penguins? Yeah, it's 6-5 now. Yeah. Okay, Sharks. Okay, Sharks, you can come back if you want. Here's a 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 for Mac Jones. Throws, caught, Myers, 30. And it'll be 2nd down and about 3 coming up. We're about to hit the 4th quarter before it hits 3:15. This game's probably going to end around 3:45-ish. 3:50. I don't see this game lasting past 4. I mean, at this point, it's going to be Patriots are going to try to score one more time. They're going to put in Brian Hoyer the rest of the way, and we're just going to be seeing handoff after handoff after handoff after handoff after handoff, and the Patriots are going to somehow end it like a 9-minute drive with a touchdown. And we know how this works. Stevenson brought down to the 43, 44, and down to there by Clay Brooks and others. I mean, I thought the Jaguars made the right decision firing Todd Walsh after last season, but I think the Jaguars got to fire their defensive coordinator again after this garbage performance. Mac Jones grew up in Florida. Don't you think he would have mercy? Like, you think Mac Jones would be like, oh, you know what? I grew up in Jacksonville. I owned a Blake Bortles jersey. I'm not going to tear apart Jacksonville today. Yeah. Pain. Already 1-3 at the end of 3. Oh, and which, by the way, I did get my Blake Bortles Packers jersey. And my Blake Bortles Saints jersey will be ordered soon. Hopefully. If I can get one for like under 60, I will actually get one. How much are they even going for now? Like $2? I'll buy one for $2. Antonio Brown took off his jersey and ran off the field. Is that so? I don't know. You're a good comment. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. I mean, hey, it's what I aspire to do. I want to get that sports broadcasting degree in college and hopefully get a successful broadcasting career. Currently an intern at a radio station. I've already helped out with a couple of high school football games across Massachusetts as well. So that's a good start. You know, I've been on this YouTube channel for basically about a year now. I've been commentating sports games online for about 3 years now. And it's been a lot of fun commentating all these games and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, just a simple guy who loves sports, who just loves to commentate. I think the most dangerous when they're down by 40. That's right, because that means Trent Baalke's about to fire you. All right, let's take a look at the Patriots. Again, they win with a Miami or Las Vegas loss. It does look like Miami's going to end up losing to Tennessee. Mac Jones got to throw deep for Wilkerson. He overthrew him. 2nd and 10. Clay Brooks man-to-man coverage. Clay Brooks celebrating. Oh, my. Chris Clay Brooks released off the team. How self-centered can you possibly be? You are losing 41-3. Mac Jones overthrows his receiver. And he does a little shh in the back of the end zone. Get off the team, you practice squad bum. I hate when they do that. And yes, as I wouldn't do that for any other team. The Jaguars, I'm going to show my displeasure of them. When I see a player do something that stupid, like taunt down 38 points, I'm going to point it out and call them out for their garbage. Are you kidding me? Gain of 7 for Bourne. It's like, even if you get an interception, you can't even be celebrating. Or a sack or anything. If you're losing by more than 2 possessions, you shouldn't be celebrating entirely over anything. That's my rule. Don't dance dummy. And Chris Claybrooks is full proof as to why you shouldn't be taunting down 38 points. He sucks on the special teams anyways. He was born at the 44. Also, being a commentator on YouTube, I get to share my opinions. Yay. Yeah, that's like the best thing about commentating on YouTube is like you can kind of commentate the way how you want, and even though it's kind of like a bad habit for me, like I can explain like Chris Claybrooks dancing in the back of the end zone, like that was stupid. Like obviously if I was commentating like this game live on CBS, like I wouldn't be able to say that, but like on here I could. Wilkerson, he dropped it. Are you kidding me? Mac Jones almost threw a terrific touchdown. Oh man, I thought he had it. At this point, I want the Patriots to keep scoring. I just want my score prediction to be right, 55-10, and keep that in mind, folks. Gosh, I just saw the video about Antonio Brown ripping off his jersey. Oh, wow. That was funny. Here's Bolton. First down to the 30. And Tennessee has the ball, too. It's definitely looking like they're going to close that one out. All right. Oh, what's up, Trial Exotic? Thanks for stopping by, my man. Bruins were up last I was checking. Patriots winning now. Celtics are on later. You must be in a good mood. Well, I hope the Bruins are still winning. If they're not, I will not be happy. Oh, they're winning 4-1 now. Nice. Stevenson gets to carry the gain of 3. So it was McAvoy and Frederick. They scored 2 minutes apart. All right, well, Bruins are going to win 4-1. Nice, or maybe more, but that's good. They're now a point ahead of Detroit. Let's go, baby. Got that 4th seed. You're in the 4th spot. You're automatically in the playoffs if you're in the top 4. Like that. Come on, we just got to pull away from Detroit. We just got to get like 8 points ahead of Detroit, and I feel they'll be fine. Bruins are going to make the playoffs. There's no way the Bruins don't make the playoffs this year. I'd be irate if they don't. 2nd and 5, Wilkerson, and incomplete. I do like the strategy. Look for Wilkerson. Look for the young players. In a game like this right now, you want to give Wilkerson some more targets? Why not? Like that drop touchdown a minute ago, that's gonna, he's gonna do that. But hopefully that's just a one-time drop, and he can continue to improve on what he does. We got games in hand. That is true. We do got games in hand in Detroit. We got a million games in hand in everybody. I'm pretty sure the Bruins have played like the least amount of games this year besides the Islanders. And Predators, they're up there for not that many games. Jones is going to toss it over. Bolton dropped it, and it'll be 4th and 5. I will say, though, I'm very happy that the Winter Classic went fine. I'm very happy that the Blues and Wild didn't have much to do with COVID outbreak. We had a normal Winter Classic. It was nice. It was nice to watch. Of course, St. Louis won 6-4 in the coldest game in NHL history and the 3rd coldest game in sports history. All right, but here's Nick Folk coming out to make it 44-3. This one's from 43 yards out, and he's going to make it. 44-3, Patriots increase the lead, 41. Ay, 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 ay. I was seeing Felino score yesterday. I know, right? He's a literal ghost, but he scored. And, man, when Charlie Coyle ripped that glove side, that was a nice goal in overtime, Charlie Coyle. Greg Smith scored yesterday, too, on another nice goal. That was awesome. The Bills, yeah, they should be killing the Falcons. Buffalo's just playing down to competition. That's what they've been doing all year. And, Miami's still losing. I don't know about the Bills, but it doesn't matter. Patriots are obviously going to win here. That just comes down to the Raiders and Dolphins losing, and then they're officially in the playoffs. Miami right now looks like they're definitely going to lose. And then, Buffalo's still beating Atlanta, but that game's still in the third quarter. I want to pull up. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep Patriots and Jaguars on my TV, but I'm going to try to pull up Red Zone on my phone, and I'm going to mainly be paying attention to Red Zone for the rest of the stream. I think this is what I'm going to do moving forward. When I'm commentating a game, but it gets too boring for just do play-by-play for a 44-3 game, I'm kind of just going to hook up Red Zone on my phone, in which I can. Nice. I'll be referring to Red Zone. We're either in commercial break or at this point when it's garbage time. It's I don't want to stop commentating the game, but it is 44-3 after all. And I kind of want to get involved in other games. So I'll keep an eye out for Red Zone. I have it on my phone now, so we'll see what happens. Sonny Michel just scored a touchdown, so the Ravens lead is now only 3. That's right, the Bears are beating the Giants. Andy Dalton versus Jake Fromm, I'm pretty sure, is that quarterback matchup right now. Good Lord. It's garbage. It's a garbage QB matchup. Yeah, of course I want the Bills to lose for seeding. All right. Well, those games back underway. And a touchback. All right, but I want to I'm going to post that Antonio Brown thing on my Instagram. I am very confused with what's going on with that. Okay. Oh, and they're doing the witching hour now on Red Zone. That's cool. The witching hour, where losses become wins and wins become losses. All right, 2nd down and 10 now for Jacksonville. That throw is incomplete. I was watching the Pats game on my phone, but I turned it off in the 3rd. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. It's 44-3. And now you can listen to me broadcast the game while you watch the end of the Bruins game. It's a fair trade-off here. I am your Bob Sochi and Scott Zolak. I guess. In motion is Waring. 2nd and 10. Handoff goes to Ogunbowale, and he will pick up 9. And, of course, for those who don't know, the Jacksonville Jaguars are my favorite team. New England Patriots are my hometown team. Yeah. We want to look back at a Patriots and Panthers game. This was back in 95. Harry Collins was the last rookie QB to win at New England. Rookie quarterbacks against Bill Belichick after this game will become 8-25. Which is incredible. 5-1 now? Sweet. Here's a 3rd down and 1, and they fake it to Armstead. They're going to lob it up, and Lawrence just overthrew his man. Looking for Luke Farrell. It's 4th and 1. We'll see a punt. Let's take a look at December 19th, 1993. This is the first time Bill Belichick coached against the Patriots. It was when he was a member of the Browns. Bill Parcells and rookie Drew Bledsoe did the job. Patriots beat the Browns. Bledsoe was the last rookie QB to defeat Belichick on the road. Wait, what? Oh, okay. There's another J.K. Scott punt. I mean, it's 4th and 1. I mean, this is what I don't understand. It's 4th and 1 and you're punting. I mean, yeah, you're down 41. You're not going to win. But it's 4th and 1. Oh, and here comes Brian Hoyer. Oh, here comes Brian Hoyer. 3 goals in our 5 minutes. Sick. Oh, is Thomas no sack? So is that 2 games in a row for no sack? If so, that is awesome. Yo, that's crazy. Okay. I'm happy. You got a power play goal as well? Nice. All right. News made me happy. Football news. Jamar Chase is close to 200 receiving yards. That's crazy. He might have over 200 now, actually. I'm just checking. He doesn't. Even in a losing effort, Jamar Chase is playing out of his mind. Cincinnati actually has the football right now, so we'll see what happens there. Yeah, I got Red Zone on my phone because, I mean, now they have Brian Hoyer in the game. It's like, come on. I don't want to sit through that. I mean, I will because I broadcasted, but I mean, I know this game was going to be a beatdown, but believe me, I would have done Red Zone today too, but it's the moral of you got to commentate the games you want, especially on YouTube. You can pick and choose which games you want to broadcast. This was the game I was like one of the games I was most anticipating throughout the regular season because favorite team, hometown team, even though besides the exception of 2018, the Patriots always beat the Jaguars, but that's not the point. The point is it's always good fun. Although this is not good fun. A gain of 3, and that is going to be Stevenson on the carry. Hoyer now making it 3rd down and 7. Hoyer came into today 6 for 7 passing. Now a power play goal right after the other expired. Oh, nice. Here's a nice little catch and run. Kendrick Bourne on 3rd and 7. And Bourne. Oh my gosh, he's going to get like 35 on that one. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's just a simple cross route down the middle of the field. And second down now coming up for New England. What would be a bummer is if since the Patriots-Jaguars game so much of a blowout, they would switch to a different game. That would kind of stink. Second down, 3 handoff, first down. So I want to put this in perspective. The last 2 times, not including the AFC Championship game, but the last 2 regular season games the Patriots have played the Jaguars at Gillette Stadium, they have outscored, as of right now, 95-20. Again, that is not including the AFC Championship game. That's including the last 2 times the Patriots have played the Jaguars in the regular season at Gillette. Here's Hoyer throwing, caught Bourne, and he's brought down to 10, stays on his feet. He gets hammered at the 8, and that wasn't good. Oh, boy, what a shot that was by Jones. Well, you hate to see players get injured, and you almost saw an injury right there. I mean, I don't even know why Kendrick Bourne's even in the game. Should be giving guys Wilkerson more of a chance. It was a big hit. He eventually broke away from Henderson, but what a hit by Jones afterwards. I mean, I don't know how the heck this is not a penalty or anything. But player safety is important in this league, obviously, and to see Jones absolutely level out Bourne there isn't good. Second down and 3. And Stevenson's going to run, touchdown. And there's 50 on the board. 101-20. They've now outscored. Yes, this is my favorite team. A team who decides to lose by 47 points. Why do I even root for this team? I have no idea. Oh, I wish I had common sense back in 2013. That would have been nice. I could have just rooted for the Patriots. I could have celebrated 3 Super Bowl wins, a bunch of AFC Championship games. I wouldn't have cried after the 2018 or 2017 AFC Championship. I'd be enjoying myself right now. It would be 51-3, and bobble snap. There's the announcer jinx for you. I said 51-3. I lied. 50-3. Hey, I'll take the cheapest announcer jinx in history. 7:07 to go, but that's Stevenson's second touchdown of the game. He has 98 rushing yards. That they do. They do own the Jaguars. The Jaguars have only beaten the Patriots twice, ever. First time was the 1998 wildcard game, in which Drew Bledsoe didn't even play because he was injured. So the Jaguars literally beat Scott Zolak. And Pete Carroll, who 25 years ago, Pete Carroll didn't know what he was doing as a head coach. And then the other time was the last time these 2 teams played in the regular season, which was 2018. That was when Bortles threw 3 touchdowns and the Jaguars beat the Patriots 31-20. But, yeah, again, last 2 regular season games at Gillette Stadium, the Patriots have outscored the Jaguars 101-20, which is just ridiculous. Needs a TD, onside kick, TD, then onside kick, then yeah, exactly. TD and onside kick times infinity, and they might come back. Was he live the first time? Yeah. Neither was I. 1998 wildcard round. I was born in 2004. Yeah, I feel I wasn't alive either. I remember watching that 2018 game, though. Oh, my God. It was so funny. I literally walked into school for like a week straight in Jaguar stuff. It was so funny. Everyone's just like, okay, we get it. The Jaguars won. I'm like, yeah, but you know what? I'm going to gloat a little bit. And of course, they beat the Patriots. They were 2-0 at that point of the season because, it was week 2. And we finished 5-11 that year. Typical Jaguar stuff. All right. Lawrence, handoff up the middle. Armstead to the 30. Armstead started this monstrosity. It was 14-3 until he really screwed up. Year born 2002. Oh, nice. 2002 is fine. 2002, 2004. It's not that bad. I mean, I have a couple of friends who were born in 2001. My sister was born in 2001. I like to talk to people that are older than me anyway. So, yeah, that's cool. 2004 was the last, never mind. Here's Armstead with Armstead, Treadwell with the catch down to the 46. I was about to say something that would have definitely rustled some feathers, but you want to know what? I'm not going to. Oh my goodness, I have Red Zone on my phone. They are just now showing the Stevenson touchdown. That's nuts. Other scores around the league, Justin Tucker just made a field goal, making it 19-14 Rams. Or 19-14 Ravens still in front. 1981, so you're an old man? No, really? 1981? 1981? If someone from the 80s watching my stuff, that's crazy. That is actually bizarre. Actually, wow. Ron will go down to the 49. I think you're my oldest viewer. Because usually my age gap of like my viewers is like ages like 13 to like usually like 13 to like 25 is usually like my age group. So if you're 81, you got to be 40. Wow. Well, I really appreciate you stopping by then. The 80s and 90s were glorious. I'm sure. I wish, as Lawrence will throw on 2nd and 6 to Armstead, I wish I was born in 1972. So 1972 was my dream birth year. Why? Because attending high school in the early 90s would have been epic. No way. And I wish I was alive in the 80s and 90s too. I mean, the 2000s were okay. I don't know. But then, like, you guys had the good music, all the fancy cars, and I mean, you got to hear John Madden commentate games and, all that good stuff. And no, you're a Vikings fan. I definitely would. So you were alive for when they beat the Saints in 87 in the wild card round. You were alive. Now, let me test my Viking knowledge here. I will not bring up the 4 straight wild card losses in the 90s. You were alive for when Randy Moss shooed the boot, as Chris Collinsworth said, when he basically mooned the Packers fan base. That's funny. All right. Well, that's cool. We've been alive for some Vikings moments. I was literally just alive for 2017. That's like literally the only year the Jaguars have been decent. Probably a good thing I was alive in the Asian nights. I wouldn't have done much. That's fair. Yeah. Won your final 22 for Swayman? Yeah, Bruins won. Yeah, I mean, that is a good thing, too. For not being alive in the 80s and 90s, the Bruins did nothing. Other than make the finals in 1990. They've done nothing. There's a throw. Oh, nearly picked. Marvin Jones with a catch in a gain of about 6. It's been painful to be a Vikings fan. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, don't worry. I would rather be a Vikings fan than a Jaguar fan. Just keep that in mind. I mean, gosh, you were what? You were in high school when the Jaguars became a team. Because it was them and the Panthers became a team in 95, and then it was the Ravens who became a team in 96. That is true. Yep, that's right. As a 2nd and 10, the dump off. Oh, Bawali! Touchdown, Jacksonville! Yeah! Olga Bawali! Oh, get it. Get pumped. 50-9. Well, they scored the 10 points I was projecting them to. Yay! Woo! 28 yards. Trevor Lawrence, his first passing touchdown since week 12. Oh, it's a miracle. He actually threw a touchdown. And it wasn't to that monstrosity known as Racquel Armstead. It was a man who earned a touchdown. Agabawali. Whoop, whoop. Oh, there we go. Throw that garbage time touchdown on the board. Extra point by Matthew Wright. It's good. And the deficit's 40. And I'm okay. I can't even get excited over this. But deficit's 40. They're going to come back now. We watch. That's right. But yeah, the North Stars. Yeah. Moving to Dallas in 93. I mean, at least you guys got the Wild now. Ooh. Oh. Now I feel bad bringing up the Winter Classic when I did earlier in the quarter. I watched a little bit of it, but allowing 5 goals in that second period, I mean, good Lord. Good Lord. That was terrible. Houston, yep, that's right, Houston. Yep, before they contracted in 90, what was it, 6, and then they relocated to Tennessee. They were literally the Tennessee Oilers for 2 years. Like, what? And then they officially became the Titans in 99. But, like, they were literally the Tennessee Oilers. Like, what? Wait, what? Why? It's just like the Jaguars moving to, like, St. Louis, but they're like the St. Louis Jaguars. Like, really? Change it team name. See, while being a top team in a few years, sure. I could too. They got Kaprizov, man. He was a lost prospect from Russia, but he is a fantastic player. Kirill Kaprizov, and the defense is pretty good as well. They need to move on from Ryan Suter and Zach Parise, and that's what they did. And I think it's benefited. Last championship for Minnesota. Right. That's right. When the Twins beat the Braves in Game 7 of the 91 World Series. Yep. I actually, I don't think you guys know, but I actually do throwback commentary sometimes on the channel. So, like, people to hope, like, if you want me to ever do, like, an old, like, Viking or Twin game or whatever, let me know your favorite, like, game, and maybe one day I'll commentate that. And for Trial Exotic, man, like, if you want me to, I've already done Bruins Canucks Game 7, but, like, if you want me to do, like, another Bruins game you liked in the past, just let me know. Because I do commentate throwback games on this channel. Not as often as I used to, but I do still. Like, I'm going to need to commentate some football games when, like, March and April come around. Well, more March. When April comes around, that's the NHL playoffs. They've fallen off recently. That they have. But I don't know. Minnesota's done okay. That'd be awesome. Look up a good one. Nice. Yeah. I'm very interested in, like, the history of sports. Like, that's basically my thing. As Hoyer finds Ochetsky. There we go. Gar Ochetsky got a catch for once. But like, basically, if I can't necessarily become a broadcaster, I would want to be a sports historian, primarily for the NFL. But basically, that's kind of like my backup plan, I guess, if the broadcasting thing don't work out. But like I said, right now I'm interning at a radio station. I'm commentating for you guys. And I mean, I don't know. I just got to get accepted into one of the colleges I applied for. And, hey, we'll be on our way, hopefully. But last play before the 2-minute warning. Hoyer hands one off. Stevenson gets the carry. He will get 6, maybe 7. And all right, 2-minute warning. Patriots up by 40. 1970 Game 4, Stanley Cup Wild. 1970 Game 4. Cup final. I'm trying to think of who won that. Wait a minute. That was the wait a minute. That was the Bobby Orr game. Yeah. Hey, if I can find a full game of that, I will most certainly be doing Bruins and Blues Game 4 from 1970. I'm like, why do I know that? I'm like, why is that game instilled in my brain? And I'm like, oh, that's the Bobby Orr goal. Yeah. I get confused between 70 and 72 because the Bruins also beat the Blues in 72. And for whatever reason, I think the Orr goal was in 72. I don't know why I always get the 2 years confused, but yeah. Oh, for sure, Bobby Orr. Yeah. That'd be sick. I'm going to check it out on YouTube. If that's actually a full game, I'd definitely do it soon. All right, let's check this out here. Bruins and Blues versus Blues. Yeah, I only do full games, so that's what kind of sucks about doing games back in the day. I'll see what I can do about that one. Looking right up, I don't see it. I don't either, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. Like that's what I mean. Like that's what it really sucks. It's like when someone like requests a game, I'm like, yeah, but the full game ain't on YouTube. It's like, I can't necessarily do it. It's like that's what sucks. I'll have to search the internet though. Surely someone has it on like VHS, oh my god, what the hell, the tape. When they would legally record a game and like make it into a CD. Oh, Taylor Heineke just threw a pick. Oh no, Eagles are going to beat the football team. Heineke threw a pick. He was going for the end zone. He overthrew his man. Ah, dang it, Heineke. All right, 2-minute warning here at Gillette. 50-10, Patriots beating the Jaguars, and yeah, this game is definitely going to be over after a couple of knees and maybe one more run just for the sake of running. Handoff, Stevenson brought down by Wilson and others, 3rd and 1. I definitely would, I would love to do Bruins and Blues Game 4, though. Yeah. What's the sports and where's the name come from? That's a good question. Well, my last name is Flood, as Brian Hoyer. QB sneak wins it. There it is. Patriots are going to officially kneel out the clock. But so basically, my last name is Flood. My high school nickname is Floodster. And so basically I figured you put the sports in the zone at the end, you make it look a little professional. You know, it comes out to be a pretty good username. And that was my Instagram username for about 2 years. Yeah, about 2.5 years. I literally posted daily sports news. I used to have a whole show about it back in like over the summer, but it got hacked a few weeks ago, unfortunately. So now you want to find me on Instagram. It's under Franchise Sports News, but yeah, I know. It sucks. My Instagram that I put over 2 years into got hacked by some random dude in Nigeria. Pissed me off, but maybe we'll get the account back. We'll see. I've been trying, so we'll see how that goes. But Patriots officially knock off the Jaguars 50-10. Yeah, that's going to be the end of it. But yeah, that's basically where I came up with the nickname. My nickname was Floodsters, and for social media, I wanted to add in the Sports Zone at the end. And, I mean, I like it. Seems it's a pretty cool name, so yeah. Those are going to win? Yeah, probably. Bengals and Chiefs tied up. I saw that. We're actually going to, yeah, this is 2 hours and 50 minutes. I know I said I would do Jaguars, Patriots. And I suffered through this entire game. You know what we're going to do? We're going to switch to Red Zone because you want to know what? This is my last day of school vacation, and I want to have some fun. So let's go broadcast some Red Zone, shall we? I'll just go until all the 1 o'clock games end. I'm not commentating Red Zone like I did last week. I'm not going to stay on for the 4 o'clock games, but I'll stay on for whenever the 1 o'clock games end, I guess. We have Ravens and Rams 4th and 1 coming up for Tyler Huntley. That's right, because Lamar Jackson is inactive for the 3rd game in a row. That one was nearly intercepted by Denarius Williams, the 3rd down pass. So here it is. Patriots officially defeat the Jaguars 50-10. We're just going to broadcast Red Zone. But yeah, I'm going to do the Bruins game Tuesday. Hopefully I'll do the Bruins game Tuesday. That's my goal too, basically. I definitely would love to do the Bruins game Tuesday. They're even playing Tuesday. The Devils? Oh, yeah. I'll have to do that, yeah. Wednesday will be Power Skate, and then they're on again Thursday against Minnesota. Of course, now that there's no more Thursday Night Football, you're going to be probably getting 2 Bruins broadcasts this week, Tuesday and Thursday. I feel confident. They could definitely beat the Devils, and they should hopefully defeat the Wild. Joe Burrow on 2nd and 8. Oh, Jamar Chase. 10 catches, 236 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Oh, my word. I don't even care if the Bengals win or lose. You either got to give the Offensive Player of the Week to Jamar Chase or Joe Burrow. Tripping over my words here. I'm so excited. We got some close finishes here. Colts, Raiders, Ravens, Rams, Bengals, Chiefs. I mean, these aren't no slouch games. These are all games that matter about the playoff picture. Again, Baltimore has the tiebreaker over the Chargers and Steelers, but what they don't have the tiebreaker over is the Dolphins and the team that is now going to be in front of them, the Cincinnati Bengals. They have the tiebreaker over the Colts as well, I've realized. But yeah, packed schedule for the rest of the season. Yeah, and I heard Jack Edwards talk about that the other day on sports radio. He was just like, well, the Bruins have to play like 3 games a week now because they had the 2 weeks off in the middle of the year or at the beginning of the year. And obviously getting their games postponed for the past 2 weeks didn't help matters. Yeah. Huntley under pressure, and he is sacked. Ravens are at timeout, so they got to spike this football here. They were getting Tucker ready to go, but Huntley, now they have to spike it. Ravens got to get onside. There's 4. There's 3, and he does spike it with 3 seconds left. If we take a look at this Raiders-Colts game, the call has been reversed. So a Raiders touchdown has just been taken off the board. It looked like it was Hunter Renfrow who scored, but they're going to call it back. Oh, my goodness. All right. Yeah, Huntley got smushed there by Von Miller. All right. Last play of the game. Rams up by 1, trying to slam the door shut on what would be a potential division-clinching victory. Raiders and Colts all placed at the 23. Handoff goes. Jacobs to the 21. Raiders just trying to kill off some more clock, kick that field goal. And actually, I just realized, I forgot, I do have that post game coming up to recap the Patriots-Jaguars game. So I'll actually be heading off at 4 o'clock. I thought I was going to stick around for the rest of the games, but nah. Just gonna unfortunately stay until 4. But again, make sure you go check out FL Teams here on YouTube. I'll be recapping that abysmal Patriots Jaguars game we just witnessed, which will be fun. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Josh Jacobs. Yeah, run. Colts are going to burn their last time out as is going to be 3rd down and 3. And Joe Burrow, for whatever reason, doesn't have his name written on his jersey, but 266 yards for Jamar Chase. That is now a franchise record for most receiving yards in a game. Here we go. 3 seconds to go. Huntley will throw, and it's caught by Bateman. He'll toss it over, and it's on the ground and incomplete. All right. I'm going to have to end the broadcast now, actually. I just got the link, so again, I'll probably put that in a playlist on my channel if you want to go check out the Jaguars-Patriots post-game sometime soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Grant Fluff from Fletcher Sports Zone saying enjoy the rest of your evening. Patriots, take care of the Jaguars. 50-10 in one of the most boring games I've commentated in a while. But we'll hopefully be back next week for Patriots and Dolphins, and I'll probably sprinkle in a couple of Bruins broadcasts throughout the week. Have a good night, everybody. And I appreciate the kind words, man.